It is really early and it is really cold. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the time lapse earlier and the little music accompaniment we had behind it. Oh my days, it is freezing this morning. However, thank you guys for checking in again for what is now our fourth video. Today we'll be walking you through how to do your normal Sunday baked whole chicken. So hopefully you guys enjoy. We're going to walk you through the process of buying the bird, cleaning the bird, seasoning the bird, cooking the bird, and eating the bird. I'll see you guys in a bit, and the next time I check in, it should probably be breakfast. So now that we've cleaned our chicken, usual, add some oil as an adhesive, right? Flip your bird around so everywhere will get nice and coated. A little bit more hair. That out. And we're gonna start making our dry rub, yeah? First things first, with the salt. Also, it's important to remember that you don't always have to use all of the dry rub right away, you feel me? You can use it in increments. You'll see what's most appropriate for you. So we have salt, quite a bit of coarse black pepper, of course. All-purpose seasoning, which is usually good for grilling, yeah? Add a little bit of that in here. Normal store-bought grilled seasoning mixture, crushed red pepper flakes, of course the piece de resistance, lemon pepper. Alright, we're gonna run our spoon through here, and we're gonna move forward and coat our chicken nice and evenly, yeah? With this dry rub that we've made, yeah. And I always say, once your hands are clean, don't feel afraid to get your hands dirty in your kitchen, yeah. So we're just gonna be adding a little bit of that liberally all over our chicken in its base stage. So this is our first component, our first flavor layer, right? Before we move to the wet seasonings, of course. And then once that is done, we go into the aromatic stage. So ideally we like to say seasoning a whole chicken to my liking or to my proclivities. It's a 3-part process. 4 if you include the actual cleaning part of it. All of that goodness is going inside of there. So at this early stage, with our rub applied, our bird is already looking beautiful. We're gonna insert a few cloves in there, because obviously, or rather not obviously, but from my palate, I enjoy the flavor profile. So we're gonna put one in each of the breasts. Clove has a very sharp taste, so I would probably tell everyone to bear in mind when using it to take it out after you're finished, yeah? Because you don't want anybody to bite on a piece of clove. The flavor is very strong, and then the finish might be a bit off-putting for some people. If you like the taste of it, power to you, but I think that it's good for the cooking process, but not so much for the eating.
Ryan Little.
Beautiful. Thanks for checking back in. So we're just gonna run through the process as usual of preparing our board for this chicken. Yeah. We're gonna add a little oil as an adhesive, as usual, also so that your stuff doesn't stick to the bottom. And we're going to spread out our aromatics. So we have half a purple onion, 2 garlic cloves, 2 sprigs of bay leaf, and some ginger. Alright. Once we've put these guys down, we go get our bird. At this point, the bird has been marinating for the better part of 24 hours. Oh yes, beautiful. Now we're gonna take this bird, yeah. We're gonna stuff it with some carrots, some cabbages, ginger, and some purple onions, yeah. Again, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Pull your sleeves up, alright, and begin to start empty this filling into your cavity for your bird, yeah. That's gonna be beautiful. Alright. All of that goodness gonna go right in the cavity of the bird. Alright. After we've done this part, we take 2 further cloves of garlic. Alright. Right under the skin. Those flavors can be infused a bit more. Beautiful. The same piece of tarragon from earlier. Good work. We're also gonna break off 2 twigs of thyme. Stuff it in there as well. Beautiful. Then our final step, alright, is to take some of the stock, which is our wet seasoning, combined with the beer, our Heineken, and we're going to glaze the bottom of the pot here. Not all, because we're going to need some later to baste it. Alright. After which we will proceed to add a foil tent. Alright. Awesome. So now we've added our foil tent on this bird. Yeah. What we're going to move to do is put it in the oven, bottom rack. The oven has been preheating at 250 degrees C. Yeah. And we're going to leave this guy in here for the better part of the first hour. And we're going to come in, drain some of the stock, yeah, and then move the tent so we can get a nice coated experience. Yeah. Alright guys, so our first hour has elapsed, really hour and 10 minutes or so. You can see the bird has been steaming and has dropped most of those beautiful juices. So what we're going to do now is transfer a lot of this liquid into our Pyrex. Leave a little bit on the base so the chicken doesn't stick too much. Alright. Going to apply a little bit of that stock over the pre-existing bird, just so it can get nice, keep being moist at all points in time. Alright. And our chicken is looking beautiful. The scent of all those aromatics, I would love for YouTube to develop the scent filter, so you guys could be a part of this experience. However, if you follow the steps as directed, you should be looking at something fairly similar to this. Alright, so we're probably going to put the chicken in for the better part of the next 35 minutes or so, just so we can get a nice golden color, a nice consistency. Yeah. And the next time we check in, if it's good, yeah, it is going to be nice and golden. Beautiful. See you guys in the next frame. Beautiful. So if you follow the instructions, after about an hour and a half at 250, you should be looking at this beautiful golden chicken with this wonderful color and hue. This is a personal chicken. There's no guest today, so I'm going to have a time. As you can see all of that nice coarse black pepper. And it's also important to remember that when you take a chicken out of the oven, that you let it rest for about 15 minutes before you decide to cut into it. Otherwise, all the juices are going to rush out, and it's not going to be as pleasant an experience as you would like to hope. The next time we check in, we're going to be slicing, and hopefully this guy will have a companion. I hope you guys have enjoyed. See you guys soon. Deuces! Alright, so just as we said, we're back. We have our beautiful roast chicken, which is wonderfully cooked, cut off the bone. Our companion is some scalloped potatoes. You guys will let me know in the comments if you would like to see the recipe for the scalloped potatoes. We can do that at another juncture, but at this moment we're about to dive in. So I think it's important you taste the fruits of your labor. You can see all of those beautiful ingredients. Phenomenal. You can see the chicken cuts easily. And you get those flavors, that garlic, those cloves I mentioned. Wonderful. It's a party in your mouth. Hopefully I'm going to close off this segment so I can get to eating. The next time we check in, we're going to be closing off. Deuces. Oh, yes. Well, we are at the end of another Sunday, and again, if you guys follow, then you should be indulging in something phenomenal. I thank you so much for tuning in, and we appreciate the comments or the emails that we've been getting with the suggestions. And so again, thank you so much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the ambit of what we did today. And at the end of it all, what we have to say is remember to eat well, live well, be well. Peace.
Ryan Little.